Well, how about that? It's a lot earlier, or no, it's a lot later of a stream than yesterday was, and say this, dedicated people still showed up. So if I wasn't so damn busy eating paper, I'd salute you right now. But you know how it is, all right? Busy people will be busy. I got to keep on working. But Imagine Man, Caden, Mock, yes, thank you. I promise you I'm not mentally incapacitated like yesterday. Like, what the fuck was that? Yes, I watched my... Thank you, Caden, for pointing it out, actually. That was... you could say it's embarrassing on one hand, but it's also fucking hilarious because it looked like I was being given head for like a good 9 minutes. I was... Okay, here's my impression. I was just going like, oh, fuck. Yeah, that's what it was like. That's what I was doing. And you know what? That footage, that shit's a keeper, all right? I will not copyright sue you. Like, I don't have any legal grounds to do it anyways. And I also, it also made me look like a stupid idiot. But just if you had any sort of little voice in your head telling you otherwise, no, you can in fact spread that footage around like shit on toilet paper. Just like spread it around however much you like. Just, just know, yes, seeing myself like that, yeah, is that my favorite thing? No, but at the end of the day, how often else am I going to get like a really, really unusually bad case of influenza A, which is like the worst version of influenza? So, Caden, clip that. Oh, he already fucking did. Score of the day. Oh, good question. Well, significantly better than yesterday. Yeah, no, as you can hear, I'm still fucking sick, but at least my brain works this time. Fuck that. Oh god. Yeah, because these are like, I know they aren't bloody coughs, because if my coughs are bloody, then I clearly have cancer or something like that. But these are the coughs that I have where the coughing's so bad that I feel like I taste iron in my mouth, and that can't be good. I think that's just because I'm coughing and my throat's getting raw, which doesn't mean it's bleeding. It's just that I'm kind of like scraping off the exterior skin on my throat and revealing the delicious flesh underneath, which doesn't mean it's bleeding or anything. It's just that my body's giving me a warning. Hey, by the way, you're fucking up your throat coughing, idiot. Take some lozenges. Thanks, body. I'll listen later. I'll eat paper now. Check DM. All right. Hey, you didn't say check DM after stream, so if it's about some like sensitive subject about your uncle getting cancer, then you know. Oh, it's Dave texting me about the Death Grips concert. Yeah, no, he really wants to know if I'm going. I legit might go. That's the thing. And I never say the word legit. That's how you know I'm legit about this. I legit might go to this fucking Death Grips thing. Honestly, dude, I've made up my mind. 2023 is going to completely kick ass. Like, I know if you told me a year ago that 2022 would have a Denzel Curry release, yes, a Lamar release, a 2 Brockhampton albums, and a Freddie Gibbs, like all that shit, and a Pusha T album, I would have been overjoyed. But all those albums were disappointing, except for the Kendrick Lamar one. But like, they were all disappointing to some degree. They just all made my penis shrivel, and I was just going, "What the fuck is this?" So, yeah, are all these albums bound to be potential disappointments? Sure, but at the same time, we cannot have as bad of a batting average as this year did. Like, no fucking way. The batting average cannot be as bad, because we have a Danny Brown and JPEG Mafia collab, 100% coming next year. And then we have, okay, let me eat my first piece. And then we have a fucking, yes, Tyler is releasing another one next year. And then after that, man, why is there some shit floating at the bottom of my water? That's not good. I don't want to use my fingers to fish it out. And I'm not refilling it. For fuck's sake, I'm just going to use my, damn it. God damn it. All right. I will get my bottle then. And there's going to be this Death Grips album. Like, that's already, before this year's over, 3 guarantees of shit that's happening next year. Like, come the fuck on, man. How can you screw... And I'm not even talking about other releases that come out of nowhere, because every year is guaranteed that. Like, I didn't even know that my favorite album of this year, a.k.a. Cheat Codes, was even coming out until like a month before, so... excuse me. I get that too when I'm sick. Yeah, the bloody coughing thing. It's slightly scary. You think you have some serious disease, but you're just a loser with the flu. Everyone's been in that boat. Whenever I get sick, I get the hiccups. Hey, that's better than like feeling like you're coughing up blood. Lozenge. Yeah, no, that is good advice. I need to take it. It's just I'll take it after this stream is over. And I eat paper with my mouth and my throat. I am super smart. A month ago I had the hiccups for 4 days. Jesus. How did you sleep? I mean, maybe you didn't. In fact, I remember I had a story on Instagram where I was talking about what would happen if you didn't sleep for 4 days. Hey, you can answer that question for me. Ian and I are going too. Hey, maybe you and Ian will see me and Dave over there. So we should all go. Fuck, that'd be interesting. That would be a very interesting concert. I like how all of us would actually have an in-person reunion after all these months over a fucking Death Grips concert. That'd be something. No, did you Imagine Man? Did you hear that one? I mean, you obviously did. You heard that one Untitled track that like Danny and released and then unreleased. He deleted it off YouTube. I guess I have no idea why. And the thing is that I can't even count on his solo projects anymore because he just talked on the podcast about how making Atrocity Exhibition cost him $300,000 and how he's still in debt and how he doesn't plan on ever making an album like that ever again because it was the label gave him a budget. But he was so artistically ambitious that he far extended that, and that got me thinking. It's as a person who's never had financial problems when it came to making my art on any platform. Yeah, if you're actually trying to make real top tier quality classic status shit, you might potentially run the risk of never being able to make a project like that again. That's why some of the classics have only, been, I mean, artists are still talented, but sometimes they just don't have the money. That's the thing. Money's a thing. So if you ever wonder why an artist scales back their sound permanently after one fantastic sounding album, maybe that's why. Because it's just all the hassle to get all these musicians together, do all this live instrumentation, or to get top tier sound mixing and sink an extra $500,000 into it. It's just easier to just dumb your sound down and try and just work your artistry into that smaller canvas. Okay. Did I listen to Lewis Cole's new album? I did not. I will put that on my listen list. Thank you, Imagine Man. JPEG's remastering and re-releasing. Oh shit. CSJ. I feel so goddamn stupid that I don't immediately know what that is. CSJ. Come on. 1 second. Okay, well, I figure out what CSJ. Oh, Communist Slow Jams. Yeah, no, that's he released that around Black Ben Carson, but it never got released on streaming platforms. I'm a big Spotify sucker. I don't really like going on to pirated or shit on YouTube. So, yeah, no, I got to listen to that one. I will. All right. Black Ben Carson's the farthest I've gone back to. Did I listen? Let's see. I did not say. Yeah. Christ. Yeah, no, it's been a while since I had hiccups. Shit was annoying. It's it's, if some retards constantly DMing you on Discord or Instagram or something like that, and you get a new notification every other minute, and they just won't fuck off. That's kind of what hiccups are like to me, where it's just bring, but oh right, oh it's going again. Oh wow, he really has something more to say, doesn't he? Oh yeah, keep going. Say something else. I fucking dare you. No. No, it'll be just like the Kendrick concert. I'm going to eat a piece of paper in front of MC Ride while he... What would be the perfect song to be playing in the background as he says that? Disappointed? Yeah, that'd be perfect. That'd be great. All right. He's going to get out of debt with all the comedy shit he's doing, I bet, but I don't doubt that he would get... Yeah, you want to know why Danny Brown really started his show? Because he's trying to fucking work off his debt. That's it's very transparent, but it's good. It's the best way to do it. There are some episodes of the Danny Brown show that are definitely phoned in where he's just oh yeah, let me just give you my paycheck already. He kind of lets the guest carry the show for him. Jokes aside, who is the hottest Death Grip? Flatlander, obvious. Yeah, you said it's Andy. Okay, there you go. I was right. Yeah, no, Zach Hill's cool and all, but his muscles are pretty much the only thing going for him. His beard is very spotty. Flatlander, definitely. He's kind of the strong, silent type. I really fuck with that. MC Wright is cute and all, but the thing is that it seems like if I were to be in a relationship with him, you'd just bitch and complain and yell at me all the time. And I'm more of a fan of an introverted, small talker type guy. And by small talker, I don't mean how is the weather today. I mean small talker as in keeps his voice down. Just use SoundCloud. The whole format and the entirety of SoundCloud's existence just sucks so hard. It makes me regret that music, it makes me regret liking music. Something about just when I'm on SoundCloud, I just fucking hate it. But yeah, I'll think about it if I really want to listen to communist slow jams. I'd rather use YouTube, honestly. I'd rather have every single song on a JPEG Mafia album be interspersed with shitty Macy's ads than to use SoundCloud. That's why I would still prefer YouTube over SoundCloud. Louis Cole's album was good. His classical background shows a lot with Green. Yeah, because he loves his string sections. I do know that. You might think he loves. It's so fucking dark in here. Would that work with me eating paper? Yeah, that would work. Is there any like Death Grip songs about eating shit or paper or both possibly? No, let's find out. Caden, let your peach fuzz grow out and you'll be all right. Oh god. Hey, I'll have you know, I haven't shaved for a whole week and a half, and I have quite literally nothing. So keep note, Caden has that above me. All right. I mean, look, there's nothing there. There's absolutely nothing. Even my sideburns, you can see my mole more than my hair, which is a bad sign. Look, there's something there. I mean, you can see it. I mean, the quality of this camera is terrible, but that's no excuse. All right. So I can feel it. I mean, it's really annoying, but whatever. I'll pull out my ass hair and hot glue it on my top lip. If you do that, I'm not going to the Death Grips concert with you. I will avoid it, and MC Ride will kick you out. He'll think that you're doing an impression of him. You didn't answer my question. Oh shit. Will you be my accompanying guard? Yeah, sorry. I didn't even I whenever I take my eyes away from the chat, I put it back on and I try to hopefully get back on the same part that I was at before. But fuck. Will I be your accompanying guard? If I can actually find you amongst the giant fucking mosh pit that will be the Death Grips concert, yeah. And if Dave is there too, which I don't know who I'm going to go to it with. Dave really wants to go with me. I might, but because Dave is going to want to go to the front, and he always has this way of going to concerts that I don't agree with. But if I can find you, then either I or both me and Dave, we will be your accompanied guardians. All right. I can't link pinkies, but I'll pretend this is your pinky. Oh my God, Mock, it's your pinky. Lovely pinky, by the way. I'll be your accompanying guardian if I can actually find you, to make sure no Death Grips fans stomp you to death, crush you to a pulp. Sorry about not answering your question, but am I the Rizzler? Opinions on Riz. Oh shit. Hey Siri, what is Riz? Hey, stop. Cat is eating my plants, so I and we value those plants. All right, gives us free oxygen. Also, Siri picked up that entire sentence. Let's ask again. What is Riz? Riz is a Malaysian singer. You people are all into these things that you young people. I don't understand what any of this shit is. Am I supposed to know this person? Date of birth 1986. Okay, this person's old as fuck. How do I not know this person? Oh, Riz with 2 Z's. Yeah. Riz meaning. Okay. One's ability to seduce a female love interest. Opinions on Riz. Well, my opinion, it exists. Some people have it, some people don't. Some people learn to get it, some people can't. The amount of low testosterone soy boys I see on a daily basis that can't grow facial hair is hilarious to me. I'm glad I'm adding to that little piece. That's okay. But hey, listen, I'll say this. I've gotten a little bit fatter. I've gotten closer to a pot belly over the last little bit. Now, I know that people don't see that as testosterone, but people saw that as a sign of wealth back in the old days, all right? And you know what wealth is associated with? That's right, being a man. So, in a way, testosterone levels raised with this guy. So imagine, man, bow down to me and, look at my large cock with also hair on it. Actually, don't do that, all right? That's illegal. Actually, no, imagine, man, I met you in real life. I think you're 18. Probably not. Fuck. Whatever, doesn't matter. Regardless, just imagine how much hair my cock has. You don't have to actually see it, all right? It's just for a thought experiment. Yeah, no, I looked it up on Urban Dictionary. Yeah, I figured it out. I'd like to go to a Napalm Death concert. Now, that sounds awesome. Ian and I will be there early, so you'll be front of line. Dude, if I go with Dave, Dave gets there, like, if it happens at midnight, Dave gets there in the morning. He is dedicated to not get fucked over by crowds at concerts. It's only illegal for you from... Yeah, that's the thing, Black Rum. So, even though I'm talking to Imagine Man personally, we also have a bunch of small children, a bunch of small preschool students watching. So that's why I have to tread lightly, all right? I am no longer in my theater class, all right? And I'm going to a theater class with lots of adults, all right? So I need to take off my theater hat, and it's not a theater class, all right? Calm down. I'm not that pathetic. It's an improv class. But that doesn't matter, all right? And I need to put on my paper stream hat. Riz is charisma. Well, but then why don't you just call it charisma? Like, because Riz has less syllables in it, makes it more convenient. I get it, maybe. Ian and I got the whole thing planned out. All right, well, that's good. I'm glad that the two of you are planning to get completely fucked over early by the security guards at the Death Grips concert. That's where you find a deadly mosh pit. Voice better? Yeah, no, it's not just voice everything, because the sickness, most of it purged out of my body. All right. You have no idea the giant ball of phlegm I spat up this morning. In fact, I described it in detail to my English class. Mr. Anderson, like, it was so gross because I accurately described it. I used the most descriptive wording I could. It was so disgusting. Mr. Anderson nearly immediately kicked me out of his class just off of basic principle, or based off general principle, because I'm telling you, man, like, I'm saying, you see my fist right here? Like, the ball of phlegm I spat up was like 1/3 to 1/2 the size of my fist. That's how big it was. And that contained a shit ton of the bacteria that was in me in the first place. So, not for nothing, but I think I solved a lot of my problems. I'll be wearing my Biden sweater, as you should, Mock. Shit, I still have mine, actually. It's just that, I got so many other sweaters and I forgot it was there, but I actually wore it for a couple of days recently. Then there was someone at Panama who has always been really weird to me. Like, when I first met him, he's Khalil's dad. You know Khalil, right? Khalil's the kid with the curly hair who plays the saxophone, who loves to play really fast and loves to just play the same 3-chord phrases over and over again. But Caden, you were there. You know about Khalil, but Khalil's dad, I think ever since he heard me play, has been going, oh my God, he's become a little more warm to me. But then I realized I was informed that he was a critical race theory professor, and I'm like, holy shit, let's really hope he doesn't know anything else about me. And apparently he doesn't yet. Apparently Khalil already thinks that I'm racist because he already knows more about me. I don't know how much he's told his dad, but his dad has been very nice to me recently. And I didn't want to indicate any political anything. So I was wearing the sweater out of nowhere, and I saw him randomly, and I was like, oh, wow, what a coincidence. I'd love to say hi to him. And right at the last one, I'm like, oh, shit, I shouldn't be wearing and the thing is that he was walking, like, really close, and there was nothing but, like, a small tree block in the way, and Raina was with me, and I was, like, taking off my sweater, and the thing is that it took off the shirt underneath my sweater along with it, and I was like trying to separate the sweater from the other shirt to put the undershirt back on, but it was too late and I was shirtless. So being shirtless, in my view, was better than having that sweatshirt on in front of a gender studies professor who was very politically biased and would make a fit. Oh my God, Biden's a fantastic president. He's turning the system away from how evil and systemic Trump is. I'm like, okay, I don't want to hear any of that shit. So I'm just like, shirtless. If he comments on my undersized nipples, I'm totally fine with that. I don't give a fuck. So I came in and he's like, man, why are you shirtless? And I'm like, oh, no reason. Yeah, no, I just love rubbing my nipples in the cool air. Yeah, totally. And Khalil was there too, which made this even better. Great. Thanks, Khalil. And Khalil's dad for putting me in this fucking situation. If he wasn't a fucking critical race theory professor, I wouldn't have to strip down to my bare nipples in front of him in public. God damn it. Let's see. I'll be under a manhole waiting to pounce on the first teens I see. Very good plan. You see, everybody's coming to the concert with good plans. Matt was super chill, got a photo of their pedal board. The crowd was great. Do you think he could take on a horse in a fight? Yeah, listen, as Machine Girl fans, that's for you fellas to work out. What type of fight? No rules. I'll buy one of those Death Grip shirts from the Peppa Pig logo in the Peppa Pig logo form. I would kind of want that shirt. Actually, it'd be pretty fucking cool. I want to get a Napalm Death shirt. You guys, that's good. You guys are very enthusiastic about music. I know I'm with the right community. The horse would win if Brian starts behind them. If not, then Brian has a decent chance. No, I'm telling you, sometimes the sneak attack changes the entire game. Brian, you should be my wingman. Things didn't exactly pan out with Ashley. I need to learn the ways of the. Yeah. I'll just make sure to if we find you, I'll make sure to accompany you. And of course, something tells me that at a Death Grips concert, it'll be hard to make conversation because of all the noise. But hey, when I can, I'll make sure to interact. Slap a bunch of random asses, do my thing. Because at the Kendrick concert, people were so much nicer than at the Benny the Butcher concert. Because at the Kendrick concert, everybody was just like really, just everyone was just very chill out. So I was able to, and I already told you all about this on some previous streams, but I had a lot of really nice interactions. Got a good number of extra followers actually, not just on the YouTube, but because I was filming the paper eating stream, so I had to give context to a bunch of other people, just like random people who were like, "Okay, what the fuck is this guy doing?" So I had to tell them, and they're like, "Really?" So if I search up eating a sheet of paper today, I'll find it, and they did, and now they're here. I'm more of a jizzard than a rizzard. Hey man, I specialize in both, sometimes at the same time. All right, but. Yeah, I'll say you were being very chivalrous with Ashley. So at that point, I don't know what you could have done. All right. Ashley was just, she's walking her own path, and that path is south, and you're going north. Thoughts on King Gizzard? I'll say that I think that the way they put out music really reminds me of Frank Zappa. I think what needs to happen is I need to like rock music a lot more than I currently do in order to really get into them. I think their album covers look cool. Sometimes album covers can make all the difference. So I just need to get into them. I'm very slow into getting into stuff like that. I'll work up to it. Excuse me. Have you seen the Okay, come on, guys. Calm down. I'm going to, you guys have that conversation amongst yourselves. I'm going to drink my water and eat my paper. Actually, now I think about it, this is the last piece. So, and it's 22 minutes. What? That's perfect timing. But the thing is that the way I see it, people, and this applies to both sides of the spectrum, like people who go out of their way to appeal to women, and sometimes, and I'll say this, Dave is an example of someone, and hey, he pulls lots of ladies, but I prefer to like talk to men and women the same, because like the way I see it, there's like, yeah, women and men are different in many ways, cognitively, muscle stature, right? But no difference is significant enough to justify an entire, like, a difference in the way I converse with a stranger. Like, once I get to know someone, obviously the way I converse can change, right? Because I know different things about them. And say, if I like a person less than some other person, or if I know this person's more interested in something, like I'll do my best to accommodate. I'm not that good at it, but in general, if I'm approaching a stranger, if I see that they're a girl or a man, like, it makes no fucking sense. I don't know who this person is, and personalities are so varied at that point where it's like gender does not account for it. I know I sound like some sort of gender doesn't exist and all that. Well, no, that's absolutely not what I'm claiming. I'm claiming that that it's like, just, I think on one hand, people who I don't know, who get so nervous around women that they just can't talk to them. I don't know. I feel bad for them. I mean, but also people who go out of their way to like make a point, and sure, they are ladies' men, but they're also just like so awful at interacting with men, or they interact with men a lot more differently, or a lot of why they interact with women is to put up a front around other people. And I know way too many people like that. I don't know, it just tickles my Jimmy to the max. So I don't know, man. I'll say that in the very few real interactions I've gotten at Miramar College, because I haven't gone in person, but when I go in person, the very, very few people who I even know are all very nice. Some of them are men, some of them are women, all fantastic people. I think I did not break my desk. Okay, it really sounded like it's the noisiest desk I have in my entire house, but I think if you just naturally approach people the way it seems and not just judge people based off of appearance, I think you're going to end up in a better place. Females and hermaphrodites. Damn right. There you go. That's better. But let's see. I'm contemplating, but I should go to the Yeet concert. He's a shit performer. I like how you're very honest about that. But hey, go to the Yeet concert. I guarantee you, I will not be a personal escort or a personal anything there because I will not go to a Yeet concert in a million years. All right. My friend had such a hard time understanding the difference between sex and gender. Shaking my fucking ass. I agree. I haven't gone. Well, when I say gone in person means going to college, as in enrolling in college, like an in-person semester. But when I went in person, like went as in took the midterm, I had to take one singular midterm in a classroom. It's like their form of a proctor. So the one time I went in person, and also the very few people, like, okay, so I made this Flipgrid video, and you've already, like, some of you have already seen it, I think. Wait, no, barely any of you have seen it because it's like, yeah. Well, anyways, my point. Damn it. Well, okay, let's review this comment. Yeah, but the thing is that, yeah, it was pretty badly worded, but yeah, I went in person to the college because I had to take a midterm, but I was not taking an in-person semester. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, the very few times, like the very few people in Miramar College who I've interacted with are very nice to me, and a good number of them have become already pretty close friends. Arjun is a big one. As you can see, I'm already toying with him and, around there. And then Arjun has, I guess, his girlfriend, lovely lady, who Arjun talked to her about and, let her know that I guess I'm worth a shit. And then she started DMing me about how she likes my playing and all that. And then Brandon, Adnan, Erica, she's a lovely person. And then who else? Not Wyatt. Wyatt's weird, so he doesn't count. But okay, get that out of here. Did I say Adnan, Brandon, a couple other people who I forgot, which I feel really bad about, but I'm also still kind of sick, so I get a free pass on this one. But yeah, they're all really nice, and I'm gonna know many more when I actually go in person, and that's great because college is a lot more welcoming of an environment than high school. People are a lot less judgmental, so just know, I guarantee you that like none of you right now are actually in college, so gets better from here in a way. Okay. Was it the best stream I ever did? No. But I've had worse streams. I gotta finish this thing. God damn it. Son of a bitch. All right. That was day 391. Thank you very much for coming. I'm glad we made plans for the Death Grips concert. I'm probably going to also have to like pay $300 to get over there, which seems like a fucking nightmare, but I'll figure it out. Hello, Dom. You came in a little late. That's okay. Don't worry. There is always tomorrow, okay? But I'm just checking my DMs because people are texting me at the same time shit's happening over here, all right? 2 screens at once, like my brain's about to explode. All right? But yeah, hey Dom, I am so sorry, but don't worry. All right? I will I'm going to take a call with you after this stream's over, all right? So we can have some minor discussion. Same thing for Ian, apparently. He wanted to talk to me, but I guess he just fell asleep right after he texted me because I responded to him and he just didn't do anything. So, whatever. Oh, shit. God, the paper gets stuck on my throat and like pulls at my rib cage. Oh, my God. Pickle/Rick. Great pronouns, my friend. I'm really proud of you. Dom, more like dumb. And on that epic roast, I'm going to end this stream here. Make sure to live, laugh, cry, and also not die. Goodbye.